Do you know how much Gigi respects Okarun? Or what about Momo? How much does the girl he loves respect him? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in today's video. We'll be giving each character a percentage of how much they respect Okarun, starting with the ones who have the least respect and working our way up to the ones who have the most. So let's get right into it with the first character, Ayase, who's got absolutely 0% respect for Okarun. Yeah, you probably don't remember this guy, right? Well, he's this guy who bullied Okarun all the way back in episode 1. He literally said people who believe in dumb alien conspiracies should just die, and he and his buddies kept making fun of him every single day. So, is that why he's got 0% respect for Okarun? Nope. It's actually because Okarun straight up humiliated him in gym class. Yep, Ayase picked Okarun as his partner, thinking he was weak and would make him look good. But, as Okarun had gotten way stronger thanks to his turbo granny powers and working out a lot, he absolutely wrecked Ayase. Sprinting past him, throwing way longer than him, literally just embarrassing him over and over. And the worst part? The entire school heard about this. So Ayase lost all of his popularity, while Okarun became super popular. So yeah, Ayase absolutely hates Okarun, and has 0 respect for him. But let's talk about someone who actually does respect Okarun, and that's Count Saint-Germain at 50%. If you don't know who this guy is, Saint-Germain is this crazy strong guy who wants to collect everything that's related to the paranormal, which of course means he wants to get his hands on Okarun's turbo granny power. But first, he actually fought side by side with Okarun against the fairy tale card, and when Okarun went all out and unleashed his full power, Saint-Germain straight up called it marvelous. Yeah, he was seriously impressed with just how strong Okarun was and how far he could push his abilities, so he definitely respects him. Moving up to 60%, let's talk about Turbo Granny. Yeah, you probably thought this cranky old lady would be at like 0%. But nope! Even though she calls him names like a useless turd nugget, she actually does care and respect him. I mean, they literally hugged when they thought they were gonna die from the lava. And when Okarun was out training to get stronger, she went out of her way to help and teach him how to become stronger and use her powers fully. Sure, her training methods were, well, questionable, but she was super impressed when Okarun used his combat rhythm to crush the music portraits. So yeah, Turbo Granny actually sees him as someone who's kinda worthy of having her powers. That said, she's still annoyed at him 24/7, beats him up whenever she feels like it, and still desperate to get her powers back. So while she's basically like a proud grandma sometimes, she's way too stubborn to respect him more than 60%. Next up, at 70%, we've got Manjiro. Now, Manjiro and Okarun haven't really had a lot of screen time together. Still, Manjiro thinks Okarun is a good kid with a genuinely good heart. On top of that, he knows Okarun's a total beast in his Turbo Granny form, which is why he steps in to help him train later on. Not just because Seiko wanted it, but also because Manjiro actually likes and respects him. Moving on, let's talk about Kinta Sakata at 85%. Okarun and Kinta are classmates at Kami High, and Kinta was super jealous of him as he saw both Momo and Aira hanging around him all the time. And if you don't know, Kinta hates dudes his age, especially the ones who look good, because he wants all the attention from the girls himself. That said, Kinta actually accepts Okarun and even sees him as a friend, though he's literally said Okarun's a shrimp with a subpar face and is pretty dull. Anyway, after finding out that aliens are real and that Okarun can literally transform into this terrifying lightning-fast demon, Kinta became part of the family. And although Kinta really doesn't like guys who steals his thunder of being a total badass to women, he actually likes and respects Okarun, and probably even sees him as his best friend. Moving up to 90%, we've got Miko and Muko. These two are huge Okarun fans, and the reason's simple. He's basically Momo's boyfriend. Yeah, after seeing that accidental kiss at school, they instantly became hardcore Momokaran shippers and were all in on getting those two together, and they respect him so much, as Okarun actually treats Momo right. He's kind, respectful, and makes her happy, which is the exact opposite of her ex, who they hated. So yeah, they think Okarun's the perfect guy for Momo, and they truly respect him for treating Momo right and basically being Momo's unofficial boyfriend. Continuing at 90%, we've got Vamola. After getting beaten in her kaiju suit, she popped out, stood up, and straight up kissed Okarun. But why? Well, in her culture, if she fights someone and loses, she has to marry them. And since Okarun opened her suit, she thought he was the one who beat her. So boom, he became her husband. Well, not really. Okarun, of course, didn't want to marry her, so when he told her he didn't love her and couldn't marry her, Vamola actually respected that and accepted it. Still, after everything, especially how Okarun fought for her during the Kur invasion and has always been kind to her, she still likes him a lot. So although she knows they're not going to get married, she totally wants to stay close to him as a good friend who she's got nothing but pure respect for. Now, let's talk about Rin Sawaki, also at 90%. Rin and Okarun are also in the same class at Kami High, and she actually cares and respects him a lot. Like she even tried to protect him from Momo, thinking she was just using him. She even went as far as blocking both Momo and Aira from seeing Okarun during class, convinced these two hotheads were bad news and that Okarun deserved way better. Yeah, Rin sees Okarun as this super kind and honest guy and clearly has a soft spot for him. I mean, she blushes like crazy whenever she's around him. Although, yeah, that's just because she thought he was a vampire. Yep, you heard that right. After she accidentally touched his golden ball, Rin saw Okarun pop off his Turbo Granny powers in class. And that's when she thought he was some mysterious vampire, and she's absolutely obsessed with vampire romance stories. Like she straight up started daydreaming about him biting her neck. Of course, once she realized he wasn't a vampire, those romantic feelings faded, but the respect stayed. And after Okarun helped her out with her ombudsman yokai problem, their bond got even stronger. So yeah, Rin may not be crushing on him anymore, but she still respects and cares about him a lot. Moving on, we've got the Evil Eye at 95%. Wait, what? How can this super scary and menacing yokai that literally wants to kill every single human be at almost 100%? Well, because he's Okarun's friend. Yeah, I know, sounds crazy. Like these two had that insane fight at Gigi's old house, and the Evil Eye even almost killed Momo. But after Okarun stepped up, found his combat rhythm, and pretty much beat him in their 1-versus-1 duel, everything changed. He told the Evil Eye straight up, "You can't beat me." And from then on, the Evil Eye agreed that he'd only fight Okarun and no one else. Why? Because he admitted he's never had that much fun before. Don't forget, the Evil Eye is basically like a little kid. He just wants to play and have fun, so Okarun literally became the Evil Eye's friend and play buddy. And on top of this newfound friendship, the Evil Eye truly respects how strong Okarun is. I mean, the Evil Eye thought he was the strongest in the entire world. But as Okarun beat him, he now thinks Okarun has taken that spot, so he's got a lot of respect for him. Next up, Aira Shiratori, at 99%. Although, when they first met, she was literally at 0%. Because remember when they almost bumped into each other at school? Aira was super friendly and sweet, which of course made him blush like crazy, but she was just faking it. Yeah, she thought he was just some weirdo who could only dream of being with a girl like her. But yeah, that completely changed once she saw his Turbo Granny powers in action. As after Okarun was giving his all to protect her and keep her safe from Acrobatic Silky, Aira literally fell in love with him. Like she even chased him down at school and tried to kiss him, though he literally fought back to stop her. And even though he only sees her as a good friend, Aira is constantly thinking about him, trying to get his attention and worrying about him whenever there's danger. So yeah, she's got so much love and respect for him. But wait, why is she only at 99%? Well, because even though she's deeply in love with him, she just can't have 100% respect for someone other than herself. I mean, she literally thinks of herself as the guardian angel of the world chosen by the heavens. Do I need to say more than that? Talking about people who love Okarun, we gotta talk about Momo Ayase, and she's of course got 100% respect for him. I mean, even if she hasn't said it out loud yet, we all know she's totally in love with him. Like this super cute car scene with them touching each other's hands just says it all, right? From the moment she stood up for him against bullies to surviving all the wild paranormal chaos together, their bond has just kept growing stronger. And although Momo first only saw him as a quiet little occult nerd, after seeing how loyal, kind, and seriously badass this guy really is, it completely changed how she sees him. Now, she can't even sit still at school as she just wants to talk to him. She gets flustered just hearing his real name, can't stop thinking about him, and gets seriously jealous when other girls get too close. Like she literally fights Aira for being too close to him. On top of being super kind to her, like waiting for her after she's finished her work to walk her home, she respects how strong he is and that he's always giving his everything to keep her safe. So she not only loves him, but she truly respects him. Moving on, we've got Gigi at 100%. Although at first, Okarun and Gigi didn't really vibe because Okarun was super jealous of how close Gigi was with Momo. But yeah, they quickly became friends, as we saw when Gigi did everything to protect both Okarun and Momo from the Mongolian deathworm. But then, after Gigi got possessed by the evil eye and the yokai almost killed Momo, it caused a big fallout between them and Gigi was crushed by guilt. That's when Okarun literally offered himself to the evil eye, promising to fight the yokai every single week just so Gigi could live a normal life. Yeah, Gigi straight up started crying of happiness, and he's now got so much respect for Okarun as he showed how far he was willing to go for him. He respects his strength, his kindness, and just who he is as a person. And now, they're best friends. Like, they're so close that Gigi is the only one Okarun talks to casually, calling him Gigi, while he still calls Momo Miss Ayase. That alone shows just how deep their bond really is. Continuing at 100%, we've got Seiko Ayase. As I just said, after Okarun saw Momo get hurt by the evil eye, challenged the yokai to a fight, basically defeated him, and literally got the yokai under control, Seiko was super impressed by Okarun's strength and determination to keep everyone safe, especially her precious granddaughter. Plus, we can all see that Seiko approves of Okarun as Momo's future boyfriend, so that has to mean she's got 100% respect for him, right? I mean, Seiko has literally said she will kill any boy that just shows an interest in Momo. So the fact that Okarun's still alive, well, for now anyway, gotta mean something, right? Like, she even teases Momo that she's in love with him. Sure, she gives Okarun some tough love, but it's only to push him to grow stronger and master Turbo Granny's power so he can continue to keep Momo safe. Oh, and don't forget, she's even called Okarun Wonder Nerd, as although she thinks he's a nerd, she's got nothing but respect for how hard he fights and for how well he's learned to control Turbo Granny's powers. So yeah, she's easily at 100%. Now we got one character left who actually has more than 100% respect for Okarun. Can you guess who it is? Yup, it's none other than Mr. Mantis Shrimp, and this alien has infinite respect for Okarun. You see, after being defeated by Okarun, Momo, and Aira, Mr. Mantis Shrimp wakes up at the Ayase house, and after explaining that the reason he fought them in the first place was to earn money to save his son Chiquitita, who's dying and needs blood. But then, Seiko literally just gives him a carton of milk, and guess what? The milk is the exact same as his race's blood. So boom, he gets a cow, and his son is saved. And with that, he's so happy, thanks them for their help, and swears he'll never forget the debt he owes them, before blasting off, well, not far, as he now lives on a farm. So as Okarun and the family literally saved his adorable son's life, he's easily got infinite respect for him. How much do you respect Okarun? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and watch this video next.